So tonight we shall be looking at logarithmic equation again, but this time is with a different dimension and from a different perspective. Before we go to our various homes or before we take our rest tonight, we have to look at some of the logarithmic equations involving logarithms. This morning we dealt with exponential equation. So tonight we shall be looking at logarithmic equation. Now, here we have logarithm x minus 1 to the base of 2 plus logarithms x minus 3 to the base of 2, then equals to logarithms 24 to the base of 2. So what we are simply going to do is to apply the laws of logarithms. So we are going to simply write the logarithms. Here, we are going to apply the law of addition of logarithms. So we're just going to take logarithms to one of the logarithms to the base. Since the bases are equal, so there is no problem at all. Just take one of the bases, logarithms to the base, then we are going to multiply the terms we have here. You can see what we have done at the left hand side. This is what we have done. Then we can equate it to logarithms 24 to the base of 2. So this is how we equate it. Then once you are done with this, once we finish this level, the next phase is for us to just nullify the logarithms, okay, to the base of 2. You can see this is to the base of 2 and this is to the base of 2. So we just nullify the logarithms, all right? Once we nullify the logarithms, we equate the numbers. And so we are now going to have x minus 1, then x minus 3. So we have x minus 1 and x minus 3. And this is equals to 24. This is what we are going to have here. Then we can simply do well by what? Expanding. So we are going to expand this. How do we expand this? We are going to multiply x by x. So we multiply x by x, we are going to get x squared. So here we'll get x squared. Then x times minus 3 is minus 3x. Minus 3x. Then minus 1 times x is minus x. Then minus times minus is plus here. Then 1 times 3 is 3. And this is equals to 24. So this is what we are going to arrive at. When we expand this, we arrive at this, then we equate it to 24 right here. So the next thing we are going to simply do is to simplify. But before then, we can bring this 24 to the left-hand side. So if we do that, we are going to have x squared. Then we have minus 3x minus x here, and that will give us minus 4x. Minus 4x. Then here we have plus 3. Plus 3. Okay, we have just write plus 3 here. Then bring 24 to the left-hand side. If we bring 24 to the left-hand side, we are going to have minus 24, and we'll be left with 0, nothing at the right-hand side. Then we can simplify by writing x squared minus 4x. Then 3 minus 24 is minus 21, and this is equal to 0. So this is the simplified form, okay, of these expressions. So we have simplified this expression. And the next thing is to find the value of x. Okay, usually we prefer the positive value of x. So what are the two numbers that are going to be added to give minus 4? but when multiplied, will give us 21. So we are going to find the numbers. Okay, if this equation is not factorizable, then we can use other means of getting it. All right. So what are these two numbers? First, get the factors of 21. The factors of 21 are 7 and 3. We have 7 and 3. 7 and 3. So we know that 7 times 3 will give us 21. And 7 minus 3 will give us 7 minus 3 will give us plus of this. Okay, then we can get 4 from here. We can see that we can get 4. All right. Then the question now will be this. Please just follow me carefully. We know that 7 times 3 will give us 21. But here we have minus. Okay, this minus shows that the both of them must have different signs, because it's only minus times plus or plus times minus that will give us minus. So one must have minus and one will have plus. Then here we have minus 4, okay, because the question here will be which of them will take minus and which will take plus. So we have to come here to know which one will take plus and which will take minus. If you give minus to the bigger number, you will get minus here. But if you give minus to the smaller number, you get plus. So which means it is the bigger number that will take minus. All right. If the bigger number takes minus, you will arrive at minus here. So that is why we are now going to put minus. Okay, minus 7. So we are going to have minus 7 here. Yes, because it is the result. Don't forget, it is what the bigger number has that is going to appear here. So that is how to know the one that will take plus and the one that will take minus. But in case you don't know, you can be doing try and error and you get your answer. But the short way to know is to come here, okay, and check with the sign you have here. Once you check the sign, then if it's minus that is here, give minus to the bigger number. If it's plus that is here, give plus to the bigger number. That is how to get it, right? So we have gotten the factors that we are looking for. Then the next phase is the way I did in my previous class. Just open two brackets here, then equate it to this 0 here. Then the variable we have here is x, variable x. So bring in the variable here. Then this is minus 7. Come here and put minus 7 here. And this is plus 3. So place plus 3 here. Now we have gotten to where we are. So the next phase is to equate each of these expressions to 0. What it means is that we have x minus 7 equal to 0, or we have x plus 3 equal to 0. Now we can shift this one here. Okay, take minus 7 to the right hand side, and also we'll take plus 3 to the right hand side. This is going to give us x equals 0 plus 7, or we are going to get x here equals to, if we take this one to this side, we'll have 0 minus 3. What it means is that x is equals to 7, or x is equals to minus 3. But for the sake of logarithms, for the sake of this, we usually prefer the plus. The case where x is greater than 0. Okay, x is greater than 0, and that is this. Okay, so the actual answer is x equals 7. If you want to check, just place 7 here. 7 minus 1. 7 minus 1 is 7 minus 1 is 6, right? And here 7 minus 3 is 4. So 4 times 6 is 24. All right? So that is what we have here. So you can also place minus 3. Minus 3, minus 3 here. Minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. Right? And then here, minus 3 minus 3. Okay, minus 3 is minus 6. So it's still going to give you 24. All right? Yes. So this is exactly how we have been able to solve the problem. This is how we solve this type of problem. Logarithmic equation part 2 is where we are right now. We have done the part 1 before, but there were some issues, so we have to come again and redo the video for this. So this is a live stream tonight. Thank you and welcome to AZ Science TV. Thank you for joining AZ Science TV. If you have not subscribed, please do well to smash the subscribe button. Be a part of this family and grow with us. Okay, please help us to grow so that we can grow together. And I can assure you, you'll keep getting quality videos, quality valuable content from AZ Science TV. We solve problems in mathematics and physics. Thank you for joining us tonight. So I'm going to repeat what I have said so far. Here, we are given a logarithmic equation. This is the first question that we are solving tonight. Here, we have log x minus 1 to the base of 2 plus logarithms x minus 3 to the base of 2. This is equals to logarithm 24 over 2. You can see here that there is no much problem. This is a very simple question because the bases are equal, right? So what we are going to do here, or what we did here, was to apply the law of addition. The law of addition of logarithms can be applied here. So when applied here, we are going to take one of the logarithms to the base of 2, then multiply the variable here. We multiply the terms here. So that was what we did here. And this is equals to log 24 to the base of 2. Now that we have simplified the left-hand side, we can now strike out the logarithms. Okay, we cancel the logarithms. So we are now left with this here and 24 right here. Okay, and since we have gotten this, it is time for us to expand the left-hand side. Expanding the left-hand side, we have x times x to give x squared. We are going to use this x to multiply the two terms here, then use this minus 1 to multiply the two terms here. So that's what we did here. So 1 will be used to multiply the two terms. Each of them will be used to multiply the two terms. So we have x times x, and this gives us x squared. Then we have x times minus 3. So we have minus 3x here. Then here we have minus 1 times x, which is minus 1x. But we usually do not write the 1. We just make it minus x. Then minus 1 times minus 3 is 3. Okay, it's plus of 3 because minus times minus is plus. Okay, same signs will give you positive, while different signs will give us minus, all right, or negative. And this is equals to 24, all right? Then we can simplify here, having our x squared, then minus 3x minus 4x, minus 3x minus 1x, okay? Minus 3x minus x. Minus x is actually minus 1x. That gives us minus 4x. Then this is plus 3 here. Then this is 24. We bring 24 to the left-hand side. And we are left with nothing here. So we put 0 here, okay? Then the next phase is for us to have our x squared minus 4x. Then here we have plus 3 minus 24. Now I'm going to show you something very importantly. Please just take note of this. Remember I said it here that the result will be determined by what you have with the bigger number. So if the bigger number is having negative, your result will be negative. If the bigger number is having positive, our result will be positive. You can see here that the smaller number has plus, but the bigger number has minus. So that is why the result here is showing us minus. So please take note of this. Whenever you are subtracting a bigger number or a bigger number and a negative and a positive number, the sign of the bigger number will be the sign of the result. Right? So that's what we got here. Now, when we get here, the question is, how do we factorize this? Okay, how do we solve this? Because this is a quadratic equation. So when we solve this particular question, we are going to have this. What we are simply going to do is to find two numbers such that when multiplied will give us 21. Okay, let's multiply it. When we multiply them, we'll get 21. All right, but when we add together, we get 4. But this 21 is negative, and this 4 is negative. You can see that the both of them are negative. So when we get 21 and the 21 is negative, what it means is that the two numbers, one must be positive and one must be negative. One must carry plus, while the other one must carry minus, because it's only minus times plus or plus times minus that can give us minus. Different signs. All right, that's why we have minus here. But the question now is, which of the numbers will take plus and which one will take minus? Is it the bigger one or the smaller one? To answer that question, we come here. All right. So to answer that question, you come here. Now, the bigger number is the one that will take minus, because here our result is minus. So whatever result, whatever sign you have here, give it to the bigger number. Okay, what you have here, this is minus, so you put minus here and put plus in the smaller one, because that's what you have here. But if here was to be plus, we would have put plus here and put minus here. Okay, that is how to know which one will take plus and which will take minus. All right, so don't worry, we'll keep making more videos on that so that you can keep getting used to this way of selecting signs, okay, the best signs to add to a number. Now, by doing this, we have gotten the two factors. So you just have to create a bracket here, two brackets rather. Create two brackets, put in the variables. Our variables here is x. If it was q, we would have put q here. All right. If it was y, we would have put y here. But what we have here is x. So we place our x here. Okay. By placing our x here, then come here, pick any of them. Okay. I decided to bring in minus 7 here. I would have just put plus 3 here and minus 7 here. It doesn't matter. Okay. Then equate it to 0. Then the next phase is to equate each of these brackets to 0. Okay, equate each of them. Because what this statement means is that either this is equal to 0 or this is equal to 0, or both of them are equal to 0. That is the implication of this expression. So the next thing we are going to simply do is to take this one, okay, transfer minus 7 to the right hand side and transfer plus 3 to the right hand side. So if we do that, minus 7 crossing the equality sign, we change to plus. So we have 0 plus 7, or here plus 3 crossing to the other side changes to minus. Okay, plus we change to minus when there is a crossing. So when we add 0 to 7, we're going to get 7. Or when we subtract minus 3 from 0, we get minus 3. So this is the solution to the question number 1 of tonight's class. Thank you for being with me. Please, if you haven't subscribed and you are watching this video and you derive value in this video, please do help to smash the subscribe button. I will be more than grateful to have you as part of this family. This is AZ Science TV. It's a family for everybody. So every good person, if you know you want to learn, please just help me be a part of this channel, and you keep getting quality values. So thank you very much for being a part of this class for tonight. So let's take the second one, which is question number 2. And I hope you understood what we have done so far. Please, if you have any suggestion, if you have anything, any comment, any suggestion or question, please put it in comment section below. I'm more than happy to attend to it. Thank you very much. So let's go to question number 2, which is what we are going to do tonight. The second question for tonight. So for the second question tonight, similar to this first one, it is similar to the one we just finished doing. We have logarithms. Sorry for the noise. The school where I'm using now is close to a house, so that's why you can hear this noise. So this is what we have here. So here we have, you can see that this one and the first one are virtually the same. Here we are given logarithms x minus 2 to the base of 3. If you like, you can just put the bracket here. Okay, usually brackets are placed here, but not necessary. Okay, so this is also from the law of addition. We can use the law of addition. So let's quickly go without wasting our time. Okay, because we don't have much time. Here, we are going to pick one of the logarithms to the base of 3. Okay, pick one of the logarithms to the base of 3. Then we put in the 2 brackets. So this is what we are going to do. Then we equate it to logarithms 18 to the base of 3. So we have been able to simplify this to this. Okay, so we simplify these logarithms to the, so we have simplified the left-hand side to this level. So we can now strike the way we did the first one. We strike this and equate the term here. So what are the terms? We have x minus 2, then open bracket, x minus 5, and this is 18. This is 18. So we can expand this as well, the way we did the first one. So x times x is x squared. Then x times minus 5 is minus 5x. Okay, minus 5x. Then minus 2 times x is minus 2x. Then minus 2 times minus 5. Minus times minus is plus, like we had before. Then 2 times 5 is 10. So we have our 10 here. And this is equal to 18. So we can simplify this as well, like we did in the first question. So we have x squared minus 5x minus 2x is minus 7x. Minus 7x. Then plus, here we have 10. We have plus 10 minus 18 equated to 0. So this is equal to 0. Then we are going to have x squared minus 7x, then plus and minus. You can see that the bigger number here, which is a negative, the bigger number has negative. So just put in the minus first. Okay? Then before you do the difference between this and this is 8. So that's 8 equal to 0. So always give the bigger number, okay, to the result. That's what we are going to do. Whatever you have at the bigger number, the minus is for the bigger number. So that's why we have it here. Now the question is this: what are the two numbers that will be multiplied to give minus 8? Then when we add them together, we get minus 7. So the answer is simple. We have 8 and 1. Okay, 8 and 1. You can see that the difference between 8 and 1 will give us 7. Okay, so one of them will be minus and one will be plus. Okay, now the question is which of them will take minus and which will take plus? Come here and see. You can see that we have minus here. So give minus to the bigger number. So we come here and put minus. All right, so we have placed minus here. What it means is that these are the factors. Okay, then here is our plus. So the implication is that we are now going to open 2 brackets and put our variables here, then equate it to 0. Right? We equate it to 0. So here we are going to have minus 8 and here plus 1. Right? This is what we are going to have. Then we equate each of them to 0. So we are now going to have x minus 8 equal to 0. Or we are going to have x plus 1 equal to 0. Then we can simply transfer each of these. Okay, transfer them. So to the right, we have 0 plus 8. Then the other one, we have x equals 0 minus 1 equals 0 minus 1. In this case, we are going to end up having 8. 0 plus 8 is 8. Or we are going to have x here equals minus 1 equals minus 1. So this is what we are going to have. This is the solution to this second question. So I hope we are getting what we are doing here. I hope you understand. Please just put your comments in the comment section, or if you have any question to ask, let's have your views. Okay, or if you have alternative way to solve this problem, let us know. Okay, there are different ways to solve a particular problem, or even the easier ones. So if you have an easier method, please let us know so that we can also bring it in here, maybe in our subsequent live stream or video. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me. If you have not subscribed, please do it to do that. Just smash the subscribe button and be a part of this channel. Thank you very much. Here, this is question number 2. So let's go over question number 2 again, so that at least we can have a better understanding of what we're doing here. The first question is that we are given logarithms x minus 2 divided by 3. To the base of 3 plus logarithms x minus 5, then to the base of 3, then equals to logarithms 18 to the base of 3. So we can see here that the logarithms have the same base, only the numbers here, only the terms here are different. So what you are simply going to do, or what you simply did, was to take one logarithm to the base, then multiply what we have here. Okay, we are multiplying this, so to get this. This is the law of addition of logarithms, transforming addition to multiplication here, while taking one logarithm to the base and equating it to logarithm 18 here to the base of 3. Now that we have achieved this and simplified this particular one, we can strike them out. You can strike this one out. When we strike the logarithm to the base out, we are now left with this here. You can see what we are left with here. We are left with x minus 2 and x minus 5, then equating it to 18 here. Then we can simply do well by expanding this. Okay, we expand its logarithm. X times x is x squared. So we expand these brackets rather. X times x is x squared. Then x times minus 5, okay, is minus 5x. Then we are done with x. We are going to use x to multiply each of these, which is what we have done here. Then minus 2 times x is minus 2x. Then minus 2 times minus 5 is plus 10, because minus times minus is plus, and 2 times 5 is 10. And this is equals to 18. Just bring down the 18 here. So here we have s squared. If we simplify, we will simplify this one here. Okay, we can simplify minus 5x minus 2x. And so this gives us minus 7x. Minus 5x minus 2x is minus 7x. And this gives us, okay, we can then bring down this 10 here. This 18, we bring the 18 to the left-hand side. It becomes minus 18, from plus 18 to minus 18. So we can now rewrite s squared minus 7x. Then this is plus 10 minus 18. Remember, we are combining two numbers with different signs, but not by addition, not by multiplication, but by addition. So the question now is, the answer we have minus or plus, right? So, but which of them will the answer have? Take the sign of the bigger number as the sign of the answer. Okay, this is minus. So if the bigger number has minus, you put minus here. If the bigger number has plus here, so bring in plus here. So that's why we have in minus here, because the bigger number is 18 and 18 has minus. So we have minus here. Then 18 minus 10. All right, or the difference, just take the difference, which is 8. So this is 8 here, equal to 0. All right, so if we do that, we can now factorize this expression, because the expression is factorizable. All right, then the expression is factorizable. The question now will be, what two numbers will give us minus 8 when multiplied and give us minus 7 when multiplied? All right, so it is actually very simple. The two numbers are minus 8 and plus 1. So bring down the variable and just bring in this minus 8 and plus 1 here. There's no need going through that long journey, okay? Just bring it here. Once you get it, just bring it right here. This is a shortcut for factorization and equate it to 0, right? Then what it means here, what this expression means, or this statement, it means that either x minus 8 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0. So equate each of them to 0. Then transfer the minus 8 to the right. It becomes plus 8 here. Then transfer the plus 1 to the right. It becomes minus 1. So that's 0 minus 1 here. And here 0 plus 8. So 0 plus 8 is 8, while 0 minus 1 is minus 1. So this is the solution to the second question. If you want to test it, just come and substitute here. You are going to get 18. Okay. For instance, let's put 8 here. 8 minus 2. Bring in 8 here to test if we are right or wrong. Okay. Bring in 8 here. 8 minus 2 is 6. And here, 8 minus 5 is 3. 6 times 3. Okay. For instance, here, 6 times 3 will give us 18, which means we are right. Okay. If you don't want to use 8, you can also use minus 1. Just substitute here. You will get the same answer. All right. If you put minus 1 here, it will be minus 1 minus 2, which is minus 3. And here, if you put minus 1 here, it will be minus 1 minus 5. That's minus 6. So minus 3 times minus 6 will give us 18. Because the minus times the minus will cancel and become plus. Okay? Then the 3 times 6 will give us 18. So it means that this is the right answer to the question. So whenever you are solving a problem, always substitute your answers to the original question. That will tell you if we are wrong or right. Right? So thank you very much for being a part of the class for tonight. This is how far we can go. I appreciate the fact that you are with me. For those of us who have not subscribed but are watching for the first time, this is AZ Science TV. Okay, we are specialized in solving problems in mathematics and physics. Therefore, now we are dealing decisively with physics, and I'm sure that you are getting the value from there. So right now, mathematics is feeling the heat because we are very much in tune right now dealing with mathematics because of the season we are, the season of GC and other examinations. If you have not subscribed, please do it to subscribe so you can keep getting quality content from AZ Science TV. So thank you very much for being a part of tonight's class. And for now, I wish you all the best and goodbye.